Hey guys, it's Kreators Klub with Kimmi. Welcome. I am Coach Kimmi. And I hesitated there a minute, but we're not cutting anything out because I want you to get started in the raw wherever you are, okay? That's what this channel is all about. Let's get that YouTube started like a pro. And nowadays, you don't have to edit everything, so I'm not even editing that, okay? Let's go, let's go. So today we are talking about how to start your channel that will actually grow in 2026 or whenever you're watching this, okay? How to start your channel and how to get it to grow. And we're going to hop right into it. So the first thing is you want to have searchable topics. Searchable topics. Everything on YouTube, everything on Google, everything on ChatGPT, everything is searchable. What do I mean when I say searchable? You can type in there and say how to make a chocolate chip cookie, how to cut the grass, how to do the shrubbery. So all of that's typable and typable and searchable, and people are searching those keywords. So when you're doing your channel, you want to find out, first of all, I do want you to niche a little bit. That's going to be one of my tips too. And what do I mean when I say niche or niche? I want you to pick one thing to kind of talk about to get started. So actually in the Kreators Klub, I teach people how to do podcasts, how to do blogs, how to do Facebook, Instagram, all the things, right? But I realized that I need to kind of niche a little bit. So I went back and looked at my channel to see what is it that people love the most? What is it they love the most? And they love me teaching them how to start YouTube. So I am going to teach people how to do all these different things that I know how to do and that I've done. But for now, I'm niching down a little bit and I'm teaching people how to start a YouTube channel like a what? Like a pro. How to start a YouTube channel like a what? Like a pro. And I even got the book, right? I'm an author, right? How to start your YouTube channel. It's not that complicated. Boom. Check it out at Kreators Klub with Kimmi.com. But my point is, you want to, when you are niching down and you're writing your video titles, you want to pick things that are searchable. So for example, my chocolate chip cookies may be gluten-free, right? But if I just put how to bake chocolate chip cookies and somebody's looking for something gluten-free, are they going to find your video? Nope. Because you didn't put those keywords in there, gluten-free. You just by adding gluten-free to your title, how many people are out there searching for gluten-free? So that's going to change the number of people looking for your video. That's going to change the number of people that find your video, right? Another example, if you're talking about how to barbecue chicken, right? And you just put in your title, how to cook chicken, and someone's looking for barbecue chicken, are you going to populate? Nope. So in your title, it needs to be very clear. It needs to say how to make barbecue chicken. Okay? How to make barbecue chicken. And that's whatever you're talking about. So we got to get clear on our niche, clear on what we're talking about. Make sure our titles are searchable. That's the number one thing and the number one way. I've put out videos before. My husband does some of my editing. I have 3 channels. He does some of my editing on my other channels. And when he takes whatever the clipper has put in there as a title, a clipper is like give you your 30-second videos. Like say I take this long form video and clip it up into little short pieces. That's clipping. When he takes the title that they suggested, it's not searchable. No one's looking for that. So he and I duke it out all the time. We're going back and forth. I'm like, no one's looking for that, so they can't find my video. I go behind him and edit the title, and now people can find the video. So you have to make sure your content is searchable. If not, it's just going to be sitting there. I have videos that have 0 on it, and I'm like, why is that sitting on a 0? And I go back and look at the title because it wasn't searchable. Ain't nobody looking for how to, let me give you an example. Ain't nobody, it may be somebody searching for it, but they ain't looking for it on my channel. My channel is about how to do YouTube. So when they come to my channel, and when I put out a video, YouTube already know Kimmi teaches about how to start YouTube, how to start a YouTube channel. So that's what I'm known for. So if I put out there how to bake a chocolate chip cookie on my channel, it's not going to be searchable. No one's looking for that on my channel. On my channel, you come to the Kreators Klub because you want to learn how to create, how to grow your business online. That's what you come here for. Okay, so the first thing is make sure your topics and everything is searchable. The next thing is improve your thumbnails again. Improve your thumbnails. Your thumbnails need to match. So my thumbnail can't be about baking barbecue chicken, and inside the video I'm talking about baking chocolate chip cookies. That don't go together. It needs to match. People need to be able, the thumbnail is like the house. The thumbnail is like the window to the house or the door to the house. You cannot get in the house if you don't have a door. Now you can break in a window, you come in the back way, but typically we come through the front door, right? And your front door, when you're selling your home, if you know, when you're selling your home, the appearance needs to be great or people ain't gonna even stop and look at the house. They're not gonna stop and look at it. So that's the same thing with your YouTube channel. If your thumbnails are not popping, people aren't gonna stop. So I got a couple tricks for you on that thumbnail, because that's something that I'm not good at. I hate thumbnails. I hate thumbnails, okay? Matter of fact, I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna do a video on that. Whenever I'm talking to y'all, I get tips. I hate thumbnails. But I'm about to give you a solution to that. So 2 things. You could either, because some people do have a little creativeness in them, you could create your thumbnail in Canva. Take what you created and put it over in ChatGPT. Now, I've been doing this with the free version. I just upgraded to the paid version just because I got so much stuff going on. I upgraded. It's $20 per month. Not selling anything. I don't even have no links or nothing, but I'm just telling you what works for your business. And you may not be ready to upgrade either, because it took me, I've been working with the free version for years. I mean, years. So it limits you. You can only do 2 or 3 or something of certain things per day. And it puts you on a slower speed, you know, like the old internet or whatever. But for most people, you can get away with the free version for a while. Now, I upgraded, like I said, because I got a lot going on. I got 3 YouTube channels and all this and all that. But back to the thumbnails really quick. So when it comes to your thumbnails, though, you could either create it over in Canva, take what you put, and then upload it to ChatGPT and say, hey, redo this thumbnail for me. And it will redo it, and it'll make it more popular, what's going on in today's world, make it more relevant. My thumbnails were looking terrible, and I started using ChatGPT. What? It changed everything, because now Chat knows what the market wants. It knows what's popular on YouTube. It could be cartoon looking. It could be where it adds little extra words to your thumbnail. So your thumbnail is the house to your video. The thumbnail is the house to the door to the house, rather. I'm sorry. And that's why we're not editing this. I want you to see this is what happens when you're filming, okay? And a lot of us don't have time to go back and film and, edit and all that. So I'm just going to keep it real. Let's rephrase that. Rewind. Your thumbnail is the door to the house. Your video is the house. But if don't nobody know how to get in there, the house is just sitting there. You ever had something happen? I know my parents were ill one time, and they both in the hospital. I had no key to the house. I could not get in the house. I couldn't get in if I wanted to without breaking in, as I mentioned earlier. So your thumbnail is the key to the house. It lets people know, hey, this is what this video is about. And if I'm not interested in the front of the curb appeal of a home, I'm not even stopping. When I was in the market for looking at a house or whatever, I'm looking at the neighborhood, and I'm like, nope, they don't cut their grass. That's dry looking. The bushes are dead. It's the same thing with your thumbnail. It has to have some life to it. Does it look like a dry piece of toast? Does your thumbnail look like a dry piece of toast, or does it look like an edible arrangement? Even when you look at me right here, does this look like a dry piece of toast? No. This is edible arrangement. The pretty and the pink. You may not like pink, but you ain't gonna forget what you saw today. Right? So it's the same thing with the thumbnail. You want that thumbnail to be so appealing that it's like, oh, what's she talking about? What is he talking about? Okay, so that's what the thumbnail is. Very good. The next thing is being consistent. I want you to be consistent over perfection. That means showing up and showing out. That's how you're gonna win on YouTube. People will get to know you. There are some people that I watch, they keep popping up in my feed, and this is happening to you too. It's some people that pop up in my feed, and I'm like, I ain't watching that. What are they talking about? Why they keep popping up in my feed? Because YouTube knows what you like, right? So they keep popping up in your feed, and you're like, what? I don't want to watch them. And you click on one video, and you're like, oh, Okay, she kind of funny. And you click on another one. She's hilarious. And you click on another one. I love her. So that's what it does. Consistency creates that. There may be people who don't really want to watch me. But then they like, you know what is that girl with that flower saying today? What is that girl that wear that pink? What is she talking about today? So it's the same thing for you. They may start watching a video, or they may not want to watch you. They may not want to watch you, but because you're consistent, you keep popping up in their feed, they're going to watch you. I've had people on my other channel, one of my other channels, they like, Kimmi, I've been watching you for years. It took them 4 or 5 years to do business with me. 4 or 5 years. Now, they say it takes especially if you're trying to grow this into a business, it takes about 9 different touch points, they say, for someone to do business with you. About 9 different touch points. And that's what happens. They've been watching me for years, and they're like, you know what, let me go ahead and do business with her, because I might as well. I mean, ain't nobody else I trust. So just being consistent will help you to grow on YouTube. Just being consistent. Because again, they may not want to watch you, but you keep popping up and popping up and popping up. They gon' click. They gonna say, what the heck she talking about? Here she go again in my feed. Here she go again in my timeline, you know. And I've saved some people. I'm like, I don't want to watch them. And then like I said, I become interested. I become a huge fan. I'm like, what else do they have? Give me some more. I'm searching for them every day now, you know. So that's what consistency will do. And you even had that happen to yourself. You ever watch a commercial for like a chicken sandwich or a new drink somewhere or a new meal somewhere, and they just keep putting it on TV, that commercial. They just keep running that commercial. And before you know it, you're like, let me go buy that. Let me go buy that. We watch a couple food channels. That's why I don't like watching a lot of stuff about food. We watch a couple Food Network stuff. And they'll be cooking something, and I'm like, And I just keep seeing it and keep seeing it. Or by the time the episode is over, I want to try to cook that tomorrow. Or Burger King or McDonald's come out with something new. And it's like, you know what? I really want to go try that. Only because they keep pushing it in my face. So sometimes even just being consistent with your content will gain you subscribers. Okay? So we're going to wrap that up in a nice bow for you. So when it comes to growing your channel, what do I want you to do? I want you to first start with searchable topics. Number 1. I want you to improve your titles and your thumbnails. And I want you to be consistent. Just show up and show out. Okay? For all things related to starting your YouTube channel, you can check out my new book, Boom, Start and Grow Your YouTube Channel. And guess what, guys? It's not that complicated. It's not that complicated. So until next time, I'm going to wish you much success and tell you to creep up. See, here we go. This is human. I'm human. Until next time, guys, I'm going to tell you to keep on creating. Okay? All these K's and C's and stuff. Keep on creating, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Kreators Klub with Kimmi.com.